So I've got 36 hours from the time that I reach my first destination, and in that 36 hours I want to try and photograph as many different subjects or genres, subgenres of landscape photography as I can. And what do I mean by that? Well, I'm talking about photographing waterfalls, woodland, lakes, mountains, beaches, coastlines if you like, maybe a bit of dereliction, maybe even a bit of wildlife in there, you never know. Yeah, and I'm just going to want to do as much as I can in the next 36 hours, so that's the plan. It's currently 7:18 a.m. I set off from my house at about 4:20. I'm now north of Leeds, 27 miles away from Darlington, if that's of any interest in. I'm due to arrive at my first location at 8:02, so that's when the clock will start, and then from that moment I've got 36 hours then to get in as much as I can. And I'll talk a bit later about where I'm planning to go and what I'm planning to get, but for now just going to concentrate on the next 43 minutes of driving, get to my first location, and I'll come back to you then. So here we are, this is the first stop of the day. This is Aysgarth Falls up in North Yorkshire, and it's literally just gone 8 o'clock. Let's get the correct time so we know when to start. This is 8:09. I was expecting to be here a little bit earlier if I'm honest, but I got stuck behind a tractor and then behind a fuel tanker, so dragged the journey out a bit. Anyway, time to put the wellies on, time to get cracking. I'm at the upper falls and I'm hoping to get some nice shots here. It's a lovely fall. You've got this sort of, it's like a shelf really that runs across the river and the water's coming over it. Now the water's quite, I would say, I'm guessing it's quite low at the moment. So you've got some areas where you've got flow, but some areas where you don't. And that could make for actually really quite a nice photo. But the only issue I've got right now is I'm trying to get down onto this lower area, and I can't seem to find a way down, so I might have to have a little scout around. Now I've taken some B-roll and I've taken some drone shots, and I will in a minute actually get round to taking some photos, but I tell you what, would you like to see the drone shots? All right, go on then, we'll put those on now. So I come to this viewing platform, which is a sort of a bit of a ledge here. I really want to get down, but as I said before, it's not really possible. So this is the shot I'm stuck with for this actual set of falls here. I'd much rather be lower. I'd much rather get some of this lovely rock in the foreground. I can't. So I've settled on a panoramic, just basically sweeping across the whole ledge. Luckily the wind's really low, so I've put on a 6-stop neutral density filter, which is allowing me to shoot at 13 seconds. I think because the wind is so low, and well, non-existent really, these trees are not moving. So that's excellent, because I've got those in the top right hand corner of the image. And basically it's a 4-shot panorama, bracketed, just running across this ledge. Like I said, I'm not overly happy with it, if I'm completely honest, but I can't get to where I want to be, so this will have to do for now. I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to head up above these falls, and there's some sort of little cascades, and I might see if I can get some more intimate shots of those before I maybe go and have a look a bit further down at the middle and lower falls. So as I said, I've come up above the shelf now to the sort of higher part of the falls, and there's these sort of little ledges, very small ledges, and there's all this really interesting rock that's got sort of little circular holes, I guess, where the river's just carving away, or the water's just carving away at the rock over, you know, thousands and thousands of years. And I found this one little composition here. You've got this little bit of rock sort of just above the waterline, so there's a little area of it above the waterline, and then you've got behind it these little sort of cascades, and then the real dark trees in the background. And I've taken a shot in portrait orientation. I've also taken a shot in landscape orientation. I think the portrait one is going to be the winner because it gives a little bit more depth, and you get a little bit more of the trees at the back. So that's not too bad. It's starting to get a little bit busy here. A few people have turned up, so I don't think I'm going to be here for too much longer, because I've got a busy day anyway. I think I'll head down now to the ducks. I think I'll head down now to the middle and lower falls, just see what they've got to offer, and maybe take a couple of snaps there, or, you know, let's call them more than snaps, a couple of shots there, and then we'll see where we're at, and then maybe I'll head off to the next location. So I'm stood at the viewing platform for the middle falls. I'm a bit deflated about this place, actually, to be honest with you, because I was kind of expecting it to be a bit more accessible. I was hoping I could get down onto some of these ledges here and get some shots of the waterfall, but I couldn't at the upper falls. I certainly can't here, and I don't really want to walk all the way down to the lower falls to find out. So it's about 9:45 now, so actually no, right, check it later. It's about 9:45, something like that. So if I head off now, or within the next 15 minutes, I should get to the next location hopefully by around about midday-ish, taking in a stop for maybe some lunch, and that's going to be perfect, and I'll explain to you why in the car. may be asking yourself, why, Gary, are you driving from the Yorkshire Dales through the Lake District to get to the other side of it? Well, there's nothing here, is there? I've had a nightmare. Do you know what? I always say I hate the Lake District. I don't like the Lake District. And guess what? I still don't like the Lake District.